Let's have a look at how to find anticipation setups and some of the setups which are setting up. Anticipation setups are basically setups where you're looking for a stock which has been setting up for a breakout or a breakdown, and which is going through a very series of narrow range days, so that you can get in a early entry or a close entry as and when it starts breaking out. So if you see, the number one criteria which I look for a stock to have for being considered for anticipation is it should have a momentum. This is a momentum indicator which tells you that on a quarterly basis the stock has a upward momentum. Say the stock had a downward momentum. If a stock has a downward momentum, then you're looking for a short ideas. If a stock has an upward momentum, the stock has established a trend now, and now it is going sideways. So that's the kind of thing. This is the first thing which I look for. And then you're looking for a consolidation or a sideways move from which the stock can break out. Like say here it had a breakout, here it had a narrow consolidation for a couple of days, 4 to 5 days, anything above 3 days is good. So let's try and look at 25 stocks which are setting up for a possible breakout. This is, you'll find again sector themes comes in, like you'll find a lot of oil and gas stocks also. RYM. As you can see, this stock has established an uptrend. It had a breakout here where it made almost like say 20% move in few days. Now again, it's setting up for a possible breakout, and any breakout can be like 20% kind of a move. Then you have trim groups. uh, Stock is going sideways. Again, stock has a momentum, so it's going up and going sideways, so it can break out to the upside. Many times when you have setup like this, they can also break down, because when a stock goes sideways doesn't necessarily mean it is definitely 100% going to break out. If that was the case, then you would have bought it ahead of the breakout itself. So yeah, Zillow Group, again, stock is an uptrend or has got a momentum. There is an established momentum, and then it is setting up for a possible breakout. TRGP, same kind of a situation. Then you have EEP, again, Amid. All these are oil and gas stocks which are setting up for a possible breakout. SIM, Chimera. Then you have United Universal Health Services. Again, stock established momentum, and when it establishes momentum, there are these periods of consolidation. That is when you will find them in your anticipation scan, and then they make moves. Like there was a move like this up to 8 to 10%. This is a big stock, has got capitalization of 13.1 billion. So that's a huge stock, relatively big stock. So it doesn't move as fast as other stocks. Bucher again setting up very nicely. Stock had say downward momentum. Now it has turned up and setting up for a possible breakout here, going sideways. And you can see, like say when a stock is in a downtrend or has a negative momentum, it also sets up for a negative on the short side. Like here you'll find a setup like that, and where from there it went down around 22%. So finding anticipation setup is a everyday work. You have to work at it, and as you do more of it, you become better at it. GEF, again setting up for a possible breakout. HLS, Health South Corporation, another stock which is setting up similar sector to the one which you saw earlier of United Health Services, I think UHS, hospitals or healthcare sector. So stock is setting up very nicely. You have two, then ACM, engineering and construction, Akas, asset management companies, Sanchez, oil and gas, Newell brand. Now this is a very nice setup because this is a very low range, 0.50 or 15. It was down just 0.15, 0.77 cents it was. So this is the kind of setup which where it can quickly, like if it break out, can go to 50. Then you have BLDR, MDVN, biotechnology play, LRN. Then you have Monster. This is another very nice setup. See here, like in a 0.035, 51 cents, and stock is setting up for a possible breakout. It can also break down, but like we are looking at a stock with established momentum, so a hypothesis it should break out to the upside. Then you have PTC. AAWW. This is, I think, Amazon took a stake in it, so there's a big gap, and then like orderly pullback, and then now possibly setting up for breakout. CPE, MDR, all oil and gas services stocks. So those are the 25 stocks which are setting up for a possible breakout. The trick to finding stocks like this is to set up scans to find stocks with established momentum, and then look for stocks which are having a narrow range day and setting up in a sideways pattern, or having a minor pullback, and then they break out, and when they break out they make 16, 15 to 28 to 20% depending on the market. If the market is good, they can make bigger moves. If the market is really not really going well, then you get smaller moves in a market which can be very explosive. These kind of stocks can make big moves, like here it made a 15% move in 2 days. So that's the kind of setups which you're looking for swing trading in this kind of a method.